Hey everybody, today's video is going to be about brushes, makeup brushes. This was actually a video by request, so somebody asked me to do this video, was asking my advice on brushes, what my favorite brands were, and such like that, and so this is what this video is going to be about. This is going to be in no in particular order of like my favorite to my least favorite or anything like that, because I pretty much like all my makeup brushes that I have. I guess I'll section it off by brand, of course, and kind of just go however it works out. Like, I'm not gonna do like, well, I guess it's all face. It's gonna be like, I'm not gonna do just all face brushes first. I'm just gonna start out first by saying that makeup brushes are so important. I'm like talking with my hands. Ugh, it drives me crazy.
Rewind.
So let's just start out by saying that makeup brushes are essential for good looking makeup. And I guess if you've never really gotten into brushes, and hey, everybody has to start somewhere. I definitely did, and I mean, everybody does. I never really realized the difference that the difference in my makeup until after I started using really good quality makeup brushes, like the little applicators that come in the packets or sponges for foundation. Like, I mean, and hey, if you like it and it works for you, go for it, girl. But just the difference, it's like kind of like artwork. And I mean, it is art. So it's like painting on a good canvas with great brushes is gonna look a lot better than, say, the dinky ones from Walmart, or you could get from the dollar store.
Does this even make sense? This probably doesn't make a dang bit of sense, does it?
Like, that has nothing to do with, come on, Summer. I'm just trying to explain it to you guys that like brushes that you use, good quality brushes, it's gonna make the biggest difference in your makeup. Just imagine like an artist having a canvas and he needs a good set of tool, he or she, look at me trying to be biased. Whenever they're doing their painting, they need good tools to make sure that the painting comes out great and like expected. Every great artist needs a good set of tools, so kind of just keep that in mind. And yeah, so I just, it's been about a couple years now, I started really investing in brushes, and you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money on brushes. Like, I have a few higher end like MAC, and then I have some not so expensive ones that I would have never known about if it weren't for YouTube, and everybody raves about this brand on YouTube, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. And yeah, I just have them all laid out here, so I'm just gonna kind of pick. This first brush that I have, and I still have the like little thing on it, is I probably got this about 4 or 5 months ago, and it is a Sedona Lace FB01 fan brush. And it just looks like this, and it is so big and floofy. I absolutely love it. And I use this brush for highlighting. So I just hit my cheeks, anywhere that I want to be highlighted, down the center of my nose, Cupid's bow. This brush does it all. And I mean, it is so floofy. Like, I was really surprised, especially for the price. Like, Sedona Lace has got some bomb prices on their brushes, and if you've never heard of Sedona Lace, I will link them down below, and you can go over to their website and just check them out, because this may be the only brush that I have by them, but I will definitely probably be purchasing more in the future because I like this one so much. So the next brush I'm going to talk about is by Real Techniques. So this brush is called the setting brush. And I use this, even after I use my beauty blender sometimes, I will go back over it with this and just kind of make sure everything is all perfectly smoothed out and stuff like that. And I love this brush, and this is the only brush that I have by Real Techniques, but definitely will be getting more of those also, because great quality, good pricing, and I picked this one up at Ulta, so you can order online just from Real Techniques personally, but they have quite a few at Ulta as well. So this is from Real Techniques.
Oh, little frizzies. God.
So the next brushes I'm going to get into are the MAC ones that I have. These first 4 came in one of their Christmas sets that they had maybe 3 years ago now, I want to say. And yeah, so this first stippling brush, it is a MAC 187 SE, and it's just a little stippling brush like that. Just looks like this. All these brushes aren't going to be like squeaky clean, because most of them are, but yeah, I did use some of them today, so if they have a little excess on there. But I'm not like the best at keeping, like, I don't clean my brushes like 5 times a week or anything. Like, I just like swat them off on the towel, paper towel or whatever, and then I will like deep clean them maybe once a week, if not every other week. I'm like bad at cleaning brushes, you guys, but whatever.
This is not a hygiene video.
I will use this just for if I'm using one of my like mineralized blushes, like Warm Soul or something by MAC that has like shimmer in it or whatever. And I'm not like crazy about blush that has shimmers in it, but Warm Soul is one of the most gorgeous colors ever that I love by MAC. So if I'm using a blush like that, I will normally use a stippling brush and really just get into it, because something like this will really make it like buff into the skin and give you a more natural look whenever something shimmery like that is going on. So this is pretty much what I would use for something like that. This brush right here is a MAC 286 Southeast SE. I don't know what it stands for, but yeah. This is like a really good like blending brush for your crease. This next brush is a 282 SE, and this is the guy that I use. It's just a flat guy. Whenever I want my eyeshadow to go on wet, or if I'm using any loose pigments, wet, dry, if I'm packing on glitter, anytime that I need to wet a brush and want to go that route, I always use this one. And then this last one in the set was a MAC 130 SE. It's just like a little guy like that. This little guy works really good for like cream blushes or like highlighters or anything like that. So I will just dip it in, and like, cause you can really buff like a cream blush in. So it works really good for that. And I used to use this before I had my fan brush. I used to use this for my highlight. So it's really good for that too, if you wanted to use it that. And I love, like, I really just got these brushes, you guys, because I loved like the handles and their little holiday collections and stuff. And I love how they're like pretty and sparkly and glittery. What do you do? So the next brushes that I have by MAC are this flat little top guy, which is just like lid shader brush. And this is one of the ones that the number has rubbed off on it, and I am so sorry. It's just a flat little guy like this. And I have used this guy in some of my tutorials. Just a good just a good lid shader brush. This one is a MAC, I can still see the number, 217. And it's just really good floofy brush for blending out your crease. This little guy, I'm gonna say, maybe it was a 203 or a 208, I don't know, but it is just the angled little guy like this, and he used to be my go-to. We were BFFs every single day. Me and this brush, every day I wore makeup, he was my BFF forever, and ever since I got a new brow kit from Sigma, I have not been using him anymore, but he is great for eyebrows. Like, any angled brush will do you great for your eyebrows. Love it, love it, love it. And the last one that I have from MAC is the MAC 275 SE, and I want to say that this came in some kind of collection or something, because I don't know. But yeah, so I will use him for my brow highlight. I really love him for this, and it's just like an angled floopy guy like this. So I had one by Sedona Lace, I had one by Real Techniques, and then those were all my MAC brushes that I have. And all of these next brushes that I'm about to show you, and I have quite a few, are all Sigma, and I will definitely link Sigma down below. I heard about Sigma brushes from Makeup by Tiffany D a long time ago on YouTube, and ever since I have been ordering from Sigma, I have been addicted. I love Sigma, great quality, such a good price for what you were getting, and Sigma is my favorite line for brushes, like, that there is. Point.com/ like, that is it. Love Sigma, love them so much. So let's just get into it. The first brush is the large powder brush F30, and he, as you can see, is a really big powder brush, like huge. And I will use him for like they're people. I use this brush for powder. So whenever I am setting anything that I'm doing powder, whenever I'm using my MAC MSF Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, I use this for that. I use for any powder that I'm gonna do. Sigma F30 large powder brush is my absolute favorite for anything powder. Smooth it out, like anything. Love this brush so much. This next one is my Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86 that I've used a lot of these brushes in some of my makeup tutorials. And so it is a tapered kabuki brush, and this brush I use for setting my under eye concealer. So anything that I'm doing, like concealer, highlighter, anything like in this area, I am using my Tapered Kabuki brush. It is so big, it fits perfectly right underneath my eyes, and I just love it. It smooths out everything perfectly. Love this brush. This next one is a Sigma Angled Kabuki. It's the F84. And this brush is what I use to put my foundation on. I just love this because it is angled and it really like buffs it into the skin. And I just really feel that since it's slanted for some reason, it just like it just works in there so perfectly. I love the angled Kabuki brush. All Sigma's Kabukis, like you're not gonna go wrong with them. They're so big, they're just like fit in your hand perfectly and you can just like go to town. Love these brushes so much. The next one is the Sigma F05 and it is a small contour brush. And this is what I use and it's pretty good. Like I love how floofy it is. And it is really good for contouring. I mean, the small contour brush, it fits perfectly right in that area and then you can just blend it out so perfectly and it makes your contour look amazing. I just love this brush so much for contouring. So this is what I use for my blush. It is the Large Angled Contour. It's actually a contour brush and this came in my Sigma Paris palette, but it's the Large Angled Contour. It's the F40 and you can see that it is slanted like that, kind of like the Angled Kabuki brush is. They're actually kind of similar, just different. One is a Large Angled Contour and this is just an Angled Kabuki brush. It's just a Kabuki one, but yeah, so they're very similar in how they are slanted and stuff like that. But I use this for blush because it just fits perfectly into where the apples of my cheeks are. And I can really just like blend out my blush very good with this. It says that it is an angled contour brush, but I love it for blush. This next one is a Sigma Large Fluff brush. It is an E50. And this I actually got over Christmas and I am obsessed with this brush. I have been using this for a brow highlight and anytime I'm doing like anything dramatic into my crease, I really use it to like push the color down and just to make sure that it's all in my cut crease or whatever, but mostly I just use it for a brow highlight now and it's just so big and not super big or anything, but it's just so fun. It's large, it's floofy, and I love it. This next one is a eyeliner brush. It is a Sigma E05 and I've used this a couple of times. It came free with one of my gifts that I got for Christmas and it's just an eyeliner brush and it's pink. So I really just love it because it's pink and it's like whatever. I haven't used it a whole lot, but it's a good eyeliner brush. All these brushes are, Sigma is great. This next one is a pencil brush. It is an E30 and it's like a dense little like domed kind of looking guy. Like, I don't know, it's just whenever I am working with like my outer V and like really focusing on packing color right there and like blending it out or whatever, I will use this brush. So love that for that. This one is a Sigma Blending E25 brush and it just looks like this. And yeah, this isn't like my brush that I turn to for blending or whatever, but it's nice to have handy and like just around or whatever. I use this in one of my previous tutorials also, and I got this free. Like Sigma, the good thing about them too is whenever you spend, I don't know how much money you have to spend, but a lot of the times whenever you buy any of their kits or just brushes in general, they'll like stick you in a free brush. So that is what this pink one was, and that is what this little silver guy was. It's both free. So all of these next brushes came in the Performing Eye, was it Performance Eyes or Performing Eyes kit? Either or, wait, the Performance Eye kit by Sigma. And you get 8 brushes. In the kit, I forget what it was, like maybe $59 or something like that. But you get 8 brushes, and these 8 brushes are anything that you would ever need to do any eye look, and that is why I got it. And they're also like, they're smaller, a little bit smaller than like some of their regular, if you were just to order like a regular sized one, but not like anything drastically different. And I just love that all these little, the heads just fit perfectly into my eye. So I love that so much. And I'll just go through what they are really quick with you. It came with a tight line liner, which is the E16. And it looks like that. The blending E36, This is my go-to blending brush. I love this guy so much. It is just perfect. I mainly use this E36 for my transition color. Anytime that I go into my Naked One palette and use Color Naked or Buck or whatever, I always go to this brush right here to do my transition color, and it's perfect. I love it. This next one is the smudge brush. It is an E21. Whenever you're doing anything like on underneath your waterline right here, and then you want to smudge it out, if you put on some eyeliner at the top and you want to smudge it out, the smudge brush is so little, it's tiny, and I love it for smudging. Like, that is totally what he is for. This is the eyeliner brush. It's the E11, and it's just tiny. It looks like that. Just an eyeliner brush. This next one is the E56 Shader inner corner brush, and this is what I use for my inner corner highlights. Anytime I do an inner corner highlight, and I normally pretty much always do it every time I wear makeup because I'm just obsessed with highlighting the inner part of my eyes, just gives you a bright-eyed awake look, and I love it. I love this little guy so much because it fits perfectly for blending out anything that you got going on. So love that one. There are two more left, and this next one is a Sigma shader for your lid, is the E56. Perfect for just packing that color all over your lid. And then the last one, you guys, is a shader brush for your crease, and it is the E47. And it's just a crease brush. So this one's just a crease brush and then just gets into the crease, and there you have it. So that was the Performance Eye Kit, all the brushes that came in this kit. And if you're just starting out, or even if you're not, like, this is a great kit to have on hand because it's just like the perfect size little brushes to get in and just really, like,
It's great tools for your artist.
I'll go ahead, like, these are just the ones. I wanted to show you guys kind of like a variety to kind of give you an idea and explain to you what they really do, but just the ones that I really use on a daily basis. I'll just run through these really quick. So the large powder is the F30. Love him, could not go without him. My Tapered Kabuki F86 for setting my under eye concealer, anything under my eyes, highlight, concealer, whatever, love it. My Angled Kabuki, the F84 for my foundation. My large angled contour, the F40 for my blush. Love, love, love it. The small contour F05 for contouring, love it. Yeah, my large fluff, the E50 for underneath the brow bone. The blending E36, which really this came in the kit, but any blending brush that Sigma has will do the trick. I mean, I love their blending brushes. My inner corner highlight brush, which is also from the kit. And they sell, like, you know, blending brushes. They don't just sell kits, they sell individual brushes. Like, obviously I got all these brushes, well, this one came in a kit, but each one of these big guys I bought individually. But my inner corner highlighter brush I use on a day basis. Any shader brush really, my one from MAC or either my one from Sigma I am using. And whatever blending brush, I don't use this setting brush for underneath my eyes every day, but if I just think about it, because I will use a damp beauty blender to do that. With my banana powders, definitely anytime I highlight, I will use the Sedona Lace FB01 fan brush. Perfect. I just think that these are my essential brushes for my face, to just give them, just to give my face, just to make it look, you know, to blend everything, my hair looking crazy, just to blend everything out. And the key to anything looking good is blend. Blend, 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 blend your little heart out. I mean, that pretty much is the base to any good eye makeup, to your face, like making sure that, you know, the color on your face is matching the rest of your body so you don't have like a mask on. And yeah, so I hope this video was helpful to you guys and that you liked it. MAC obviously is one of the best known brands that there is out there. They are a little bit more on the pricey side, but I mean, they're great quality brushes, and you kind of, I'm a big believer that you get what you pay for. So, but Sigma is just as good as MAC and pretty much half the price. So I love Sigma so much. So definitely go and check them out if you haven't already. Like I said, Sedona Lace, I only have one brush, but I'm impressed, and everybody raves about their brushes for the price as well. real techniques for the price and just for the, I mean, not even for the price. Whenever there's something that is really good quality and that you just fall in love with, like, I love that little brush. I only have one, but anybody else that I hear talking about the Real Techniques brushes here on YouTube are, I mean, they just rave about them. I mean, normally whenever so many people love them and you all like the same thing, then you're pretty much probably gonna love them too. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. So I hope this was a really helpful video for you guys, and if you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments below. If you can't remember like a number or anything, if I was talking too fast, whatevs, I will answer any questions that you guys have, and until my next video, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!